Hey and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. Today's pick a card reading is a you versus them and how you both see each other. What you want from each other and what you need from each other and the issues and blessings that stand between you, as well as some outcome and some guidance. I would like to take this moment to ask you all to have an open mind with my readings, because my readings are not all unicorns, rainbows, and glitter farts. I'm just saying. A lot of the time, I do like to keep it real with you. Sometimes I sound like I'm a little bit overbearing, but I have a point and a method to my madness, and I want you to hear me, and I want you to put some things into perspective. Not everything is all, rainbows and glitter. It's just not. That's not how reality freaking works. I'm sorry, but it's not. We're all adults here, except for my few that are a few teenagers. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. But honestly, if you're coming to these readings for guidance, not everything is going to resonate. These are general readings. We always say that. If you don't like my readings, there's tons of other YouTubers that are just as amazing. But I do appreciate the fact that you guys do come to my channel. You guys subscribe to me. You guys love my videos. You give me such awesome feedback. But if all you're getting out of my readings is the negativity, you don't need to watch my videos. You just don't. You have free will. I'm not putting a gun to your head. You chose my reading for a reason. You were drawn here for a message. It is what it is. At the end of the day, the messages are what I get. I read intuitively. I don't read by the book. I do not read by what's on the card sometimes, even though I do give you the option to listen to those in case you get extra messages on your own. I read exactly what I see and what I feel by the first instinct. That is how intuitive readers read. We go by the first feeling and the first thing that pops into our head, because that is the guidance. That is what the most important message is that needs to come through at that time. So, without further ado, let's get into these piles. Timestamps will be down below in the description box, as well as in the first comment for my mobile users. For pile 1, we have the lapis lazuli skull. For pile 2, we have the rose quartz skull. And for pile 3, we have my favorite, Oscar. So without further ado, I will see you at your pile. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. Know that I love you, and I will see you in just a sec. Alrighty, so for my left, which was pile number 1, let's get into your reading and see how you guys view each other in your relationship, partnership, friendship, however it is you want to put this towards. Whoever the person is you're thinking of is what it will resonate with, and whoever it is, the first person that pops up into your mind. Now, I'm going to give you a second to choose between each side, for which side will represent yourselves, and the other side will represent the other person. And I will do my best to read it in the best type of pronoun that I possibly can, where I will say this side sees the other side, etc., and so on and so forth. The cards in the middle will be the issues or blessings that stand between you, and then I have some outcome cards plus some guidance in these rest of the cards. So, the top cards are going to be the wants between the two of you, what you want from each other. The 2 middle cards will be what you need from each other. And the bottom 2 cards will be how you view each other. So, we're going to start off with the left side. So for the left side, what the person wants in the relationship is kind of an equal give and take with the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like there needs to be more of a balance between the two of you, and more kind of equality between the two of you. And whether it be your friendship, your relationship, however it is you see it, this person wants equality, more equal give and take. And then I'm going to bounce the other side. So for the other side, this person wants to kind of walk away and kind of almost go out on their own and venture off, because I don't feel like they are kind of in this anymore. Either that, or they're kind of hoping that you won't walk away. However that resonates, because I'm getting 2 different meanings, because that's going to go for a few different people, each of those meanings, because I'm really attracted to her and how she's kind of praying in the card that this gentleman will either come to her or won't walk away from her. So however that resonates with you, take it as it does. But for me, I feel like for some of you, is you're hoping that this person would come more towards you in an open manner, emotionally speaking wise. For the others of you, you're kind of almost praying for an end of the relationship because you're not exactly sure exactly how you want this to go anymore. And I'm not sure why. So let's see what you need. What this person needs is to make a choice. Emotionally, they need to make a choice. Whether they want to stay or whether they want to go, they need to make a choice. And they need to be more honest and open about it, is what I get with this. So this person, whether it be you or your partner or whoever it is that you're thinking about, they need to make a choice and they need to be a little bit more honest and open if they want to leave the situation or the relationship. So what you guys need on this side, or what the person needs on this side, is a little bit more nurturing, to be a little bit more kind of, I get more feminine, more giving. I'm thinking what else. And I also feel like some of you also need to kind of sit back and let the other person come to you. Because I feel like it's kind of been a one-sided situation. Like this person has been the nurturer of the relationship and they've given so much of themselves that they need to take and sit back for a change instead of kind of doing all the work, is what I get with this one. So how you view the other person, or how they view the other person, is the King of Coins. Selfish is what I get with this. Kind of very smug, very arrogant, and very kind of like domineering and controlling is the energy that I get from this card, only because of the way he looks in this card. I know it's not the traditional meaning, but that's exactly the vibration that I'm getting from this card. So it's kind of like almost like the King of Coins in reverse. I don't really typically read reversals. I just go by based on what I get and what I feel from the cards. Sometimes it's the traditional meaning, sometimes it is not. It is what it is. That's just how I read. So how this side views the other person is the Fool. Young, arrogant, immature, kind of almost gullible is what I feel from this. But loyal as well. Kind of foolhardily loyal, because I'm really attracted to the dog and how he is loyal and faithful to this person. So I feel like in this card, how the other person views you is you're so loyal to them, but they kind of like, they see you as an easy mark and that you're a gullible person. And honestly, if this person wants to end the relationship and walk away, see ya. You don't need them. You don't need to keep continuing to be loyal and one-sided in this relationship. Because the one of you has given so much of themselves that they really need to take a step back and kind of reprioritize in this situation. So let's see what the issues and blessings are. So the issues are being tied and bound together when you're really not. You can get your own selves out of this situation if you want to. It's just your choice. You aren't tied and bound to each other as much as you think you are. And then we have focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each other and every person in your life. So with that, I feel like it's more of kind of needing to open your eyes to the situation and kind of unburdening yourselves and letting go of this need for control and victimization stance. I feel like there needs to be a release and a need to come out of a victim state is what I feel from this with the energy. So I want to see what the rest of the cards are for advice and outcome. So we have intuition and we have acceptance of love for advice. I feel like it's more about self-love and listening to your intuition and following your heart and not letting it kind of consume you as well. But I feel like also some open heart-to-heart conversations need to take place with who this is, because I feel like things are definitely one-sided on this side. and that it's not fair. It's not an equal give and take. And then we have like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So that's kind of like the simple answer. Kind of like, because you two are kind of mirroring each other in a way, but this side I feel isn't aware that they're mirroring this side in that type of way. So you two have attracted each other in this purpose to learn the lesson. And you kind of also need to kind of open your eyes and see the likeness and the sameness in how you treat each other in order to come to terms with things, and also in order to release yourself from that state of victimhood with the Eight of Swords, and feeling kind of like you're trapped when you're not trapped, and also being able to release yourselves on your own reconnaissance. So outcome cards, we have refine your attention, focus on yourselves. For this side is what I feel with the refine your attention card, and kind of take that me time to yourself and figure out what it is you truly want out of this relationship, and kind of also see where you might have been almost acting the same as that person. And then take the lead, which is kind of taking the initiative to take the first step of either staying in the relationship or walking away from it. It's your choice. I'm not saying that you have to do anything. You have free will to do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying, because people, y'all get in my comments and you'll be like, well, I don't want to leave this person because I love them. Okay, stay with them. I'm not telling you to leave them. I'm saying if this person feels like such and such. This is just a scenario. This is not hardcore. If it resonates, then there's a reason for it. It's triggered you for a reason. Take a look at it, see where it is, and see what's hitting you hard. Because that's all it's trying to do, is point out the issues and where it is that you need to kind of pay attention to the most. I will never tell someone to leave a situation if they are fully madly in love with that person, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to give you some guidance. If that's what comes out in this relationship and it doesn't resonate with you, then that wasn't for you. There's 2 other piles usually in my readings. If not, just take whatever messages do resonate, kind of like cherry pick, and leave the rest. And then we have be of service. How can you help each other? This card goes for both of you. How can you help each other? What can you do to make amends between the two of you, to make things more balanced, more open, to put things out on the line? What can you do to help each other out in this situation, is what it's trying to say. I know I may have sounded a little harsh in this reading with what I've said, but I want you to hear me and understand me. Because you have free will just as much as the other person has free will to do whatever you guys want. You're grown adults, for most of you that watch my readings. Do what you want, say what you want, be what you want, live how you want. It's your choice. It's your life. You make the decisions just as much as they make the decisions in their own lives. So, I do hope that this resonated with you guys. I know that some of it was a little hard, but I do hope that you did learn something out of this, and that you took away the best that you could out of this relationship and the advice. And that this did help some of you at least. So, without further ado, I will see you guys next time, and thank you guys for liking and subscribing to my channel. Have a blessed one. Alrighty, so for my Love So Trust pile number 2, let's get into your reading. So, for the you versus them, I want you guys to take a second while I'm speaking to pick whichever side you feel drawn to represent yourselves. The other side will represent the person that you are either thinking of or that you kind of came to this reading with thoughts about, whether they be your current love partner or a crush, friend, work associate, whatever. However this resonates, take it as it does. One side is you, the other side is them. These cards in the middle are going to stand for the issues or blessings that stand between you. I have some extra cards for outcome and blessings, well, guidance. The top cards are going to be what they want out of this or from the other person, what you guys both need from each other, and how you both see each other. So this pile actually ended up with a whole lot more because this person technically feels like they have a lot to say from what I gather. Because every time I shuffled for this side, 2 cards popped out for each time. Literally popped out 2 each time. So, we're going to start with the left side. So what this person wants out of this relationship, or this, what they want from this situation and how you see each other, is more communication. More talking, more messaging. I hear more text messaging, but more open communication is generally what this side wants. So what does this side want? This side wants a new beginning with more honest and open communication as well. So, but they need to come clean first about whatever it is that's on their mind, because they seem to have a lot on their mind and they are very heavy in their thoughts, but they're also very quick and very cutting when they speak. Even though they need to kind of speak up and say what they want out of this relationship with a new beginning, kind of like a do-over is what I hear. So what is needed on this side? So what's needed? We have the 5 of Cups. So with the 5 of Cups, I feel like what's needed is that there needs to be more attention paid to what's kind of left and going on emotionally in this, on this side, like between the 2 of you. I feel like there needs to be some more emotional sadness that needs to be kind of like talked about, reviewed, kind of expressed to the other, like, listen, you've made me feel left out, down, sad, whatever. Those emotions need to be expressed more to this other side. So let's see what the other side needs. The other side definitely needs a new beginning, because we have the World and the Ace of Coins. They need to kind of step up their game and be a little bit more open, a little bit more kind of willing to share their abundance, willing to kind of give and be more open to also receiving. Because if they don't, there's going to be an ending. Even though they want this new beginning and they need it. But if they aren't willing to kind of give a little and kind of open up and be nurturing, is what I get from the Ace of Coins, even though that's not the traditional meaning of it. It's just what I'm feeling. I feel like there's going to be an end to the situation if things aren't kind of like brought to light and talked about a little bit more openly. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I'm getting. I feel like once there's an open line of communication and expression between the 2 of you, there will definitely be a new beginning, and it will be very bountiful as well, is what I'm getting. Seeing if there's anything else from the World card. This is definitely a karmic relationship and a karmic cycle. So let's see how this side views the other. This side views the other as being very on guard and defensive about things, very kind of like quick-tempered and quick to leap into action, but also being very guarded with this, is the feeling that I get with that card, with the 9 of Wands. This side views the other person as feeling sad and left out and lacking and needing to make a choice in order to speak up and kind of figure out exactly what it is that they really want out of this relationship. That's how they're viewing the situation. They want you to get out of this mindset. And this card is telling you that you need to get out of this mindset. So that's what they're wishing, so that they can have this new beginning. So let's see what the issues and blessings are that stand between you two. We have the Page of Cups. And we have true love. So the blessings are a new relationship with this new love, but it's very young-minded, very immature state is the blessing that's coming into this. Because the second blessing is true love. Because once all of this is cleared up, it'll make room for the true love to come in between the two of you and for it to blossom and bloom, because I'm really attracted to the flowers in this and how open and like in full bloom that they are. So this love is a once-in-a-lifetime love with what that card reads. So let's see what the outcome cards are and the guidance that we get. You are worth it. This side, I feel, needs to understand that they are worth it and that they need to pull their heads out of their behinds and understand that they are worthy of this new beginning in this relationship, because this is what this person wants and needs over here. They need you to kind of step up and be there emotionally and kind of pull yourselves out of that rut. They want to help you also to get out of that rut, is what I hear. They want to help you to bring this new relationship about and to get out of these sad feelings. We have infinite blessings. So the infinite blessings, I feel, goes for both of you. Once you're able to reach that common ground, there'll be nothing to stop you from having infinite blessings of love and abundance between the two of you. We have look to your inner strength for this side. You are stronger than you realize. You are more capable of accomplishing anything it is that you set your heart and minds to. And we have the card number is actually 11, the master number on this. So this is definitely a karmic relationship, a karmic soulmate, or even for some of you, your twin flame. But either way, this is a very important relationship. If you look and set your mind to this and your heart to it, there's nothing to stop you from pulling this together and making the new beginning happen and pulling everything into alignment. Sorry if you heard my hubby yelling. My puppy needs to go out for a walk. So for the guidance, we have admit your vulnerabilities. Talk about what's actually, this side needs to talk about what's actually bothering them and open up the communication lines. They actually need to have this communication with this person. They want it, but they need to open up their goddamn mouths. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It's right there. There's no denying that. You need to open up and speak. There's 3 cards that say, okay, communication, let's go. You know, talk about your emotions. Be okay with accepting how you feel. It's okay to be vulnerable. You don't need to be so on guard. Because I feel like you are more of that than this person. But this person can be very quick-tongued and very defensive when they want to be, as to how you see them like that with the King of Swords. But I feel like this side mirrors, again, with this side mirrors. Like, you both have that same personality with being quick to, jump the gun, is what I get with this, with your communication. So there needs to be kind of like a step back, think before you speak, and then go from there. Then take your action. But be okay with being vulnerable. It's okay to admit your fears. That if you're afraid to lose this person in a relationship, you're afraid to lose their love, tell them. Stop leaving them on the hook and tell them. Speak up or forever hold your peace, because if you don't, this person's going to go. It's not going to have this beautiful new beginning that I would love to see happen for you. I don't mean to sound like I'm yelling at you, but I'm like, I want to shake you. Is how I feel with this. Like, it's kind of frustrating to see someone with a beautiful relationship just right there at their fingertips, not taking it. It annoys me, especially if you want love. You deserve love. Everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves happiness and peacefulness. Focus on your success between the two of you. Don't focus on what you're lacking. Focus on what you have. Be grateful for what you have, and it will blossom and bloom. The universe will bless you with more abundance if you focus on being more grateful and thankful for the things that you do have instead of what you're lacking. Raise your vibration. Can we get more clearer than this, people? Focus on the positive. When you focus on the positive and you're grateful for those things that you do have, that in turn raises your vibration. When you admit your vulnerabilities, that in turn raises your vibration because you are becoming aware of it. You are changing that mindset and transforming it into something that you can fix and turn into something beautiful. So, I do hope that this reading resonated with you. I do hope that this helped you. I love you guys very much. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys so much for sharing out my videos and for checking me out today. And I will see you guys next reading. Have a blessed one. Alrighty, so from Lives That Chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading. So while I'm speaking, I want you guys to pick whichever side you want to choose to represent yourselves. The other side will represent the other person. These top cards are what you want from each other. These middle cards are what you need from each other. And these bottom cards are how you see each other. These middle cards are the outcome, well, not outcome, but the issues or blessings that stand between you. So, I also have some extra cards over here for outcome and some extra guidance. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and we'll start with the left. So this person wants more love. I feel more love and a new beginning in love with this person over here. Because I feel like they have a lot to offer and a lot to give. So they want a more overflowing love type of relationship with this person over here, or even just a partnership. A more harmonious, emotionally overflowing and happy partnership, relationship, balance, just more heartfelt energy put in as well. This person on this side wants stability in marriage and commitment. So it seems like this is going to be more love-based, I feel. So you both want the same thing. You both want a committed new relationship with each other. So what do you need from each other? We have the Knight of Swords. So this person needs to kind of watch what they say and not be so kind of harsh when they have things to say, and not kind of rush in. Like what I hear was fools rush in. And I kind of was hearing the song lyric with fools rush in with that. And then what does this side need? This side needs to not be so selfish, not so clingy as well to the relationship, and to kind of loosen their grip and loosen up a little bit with the Four of Pentacles. So how do you view each other? So this side views the other side as the Four of Swords. Kind of like laid back, chilling, very like peaceful and just resting on their laurels. Kind of just taking a break is how they view this person. This side views the other person as the Sun, which is kind of like happy-go-lucky, very childish a little bit, but not like childish in a bad way. What I mean by childish is kind of youthful energy, very delightful, very positive, very optimistic, very warm and heart-centered and heartfelt, and they see you in a very positive light. So what are the issues and the blessings that stand between you? So we have the Queen of Wands and the Lovers. Or Two of Cups. I'm sorry, not the Lovers. It looked like the Lovers, but it's the Two of Cups. My bad. So, partnership. And there needs to be some more spontaneousness, some more charismatic, some more fire, some more passion put in. And these are what stands between you, because there's a lack of passion and a lack of commitment right now. So if that is what you both want, you have to kind of speak up as well. But watch what you say. And also, this person needs to not be so clingy. Just kind of speak your truth, but don't rush. Take your time with this. Think about what you want to say first. Kind of put yourself in the mindset of how you view this person, or however you want to put it. They need to embody this quality of how they view the other side, with kind of having a laid back approach. So what do the oracle cards have to offer? So we have patience. Have patience. Love is patient and kind, always. So taking your time, I feel, goes with this side, with the have patience card. Don't rush. Let things happen naturally. Be open to things. Don't be so clingy or so needy. And then we have listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. So what I was saying before with being open-minded and open-hearted, and kind of letting things happen naturally, and kind of listening to each other, and just going with the flow of things, but hearing each other out with what you need and what you want and how you would like things to go. We also have miracles and blessings. For the outcome cards, we have everything has its gift. So by doing so and letting things happen naturally, things will flow in a little bit more easier, more abundantly, instead of being just out of reach. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So for the both of you, your actions speak more loudly than your words. So talking will only get you just so far. It's kind of more about be about it instead of talking about it. We have be in service. So offering your assistance to each other, kind of making a commitment to each other and meeting each other halfway is what I hear with this. And kind of helping each other out with having like that equal give and take, and kind of, like I said, coming to an agreement between the two of you. We have love matters. With the love matters card, I feel like there needs to be a lot more of kind of open-heartedness, open-mindedness, more peaceful communication, more open heart-to-heart conversations as well, because I'm really attracted to the dove in this card. And the fact that there's a ship and it's kind of dry, so I feel like the emotions kind of may have run a little dry. So as to why this person wants things to kind of be a little bit more overflowing, more abundant, because things may have dried up, so they want you to have that, they want you to put more energy back into this. We have clear out the old. So what I hear right away with this is kind of like let go of the past, release old exes, and kind of clear out any old baggage that no longer serves you. And I feel like listening to your heart intuitively is what's going to be the key to unlocking all of this for you. So what do we have for guidance? Speak up. Talking to each other, having those heart-to-heart conversations, that honest, clear communication with each other. Be decisive. Think before you speak, though, and then take the appropriate action and talk about what's most important and express that in the way it's most needed and that you feel it's most needed. And then we have be open to love. Be open to the other person and how they feel, and when they kind of are able to open up to you in return. And same goes vice versa. Both parties need to be open to this, is what I hear. And kind of, what else? there needs to be, like I said before, the equal give and take, reaching out to the other, because I feel like this side is more kind of like half step in it. They're not completely in it, and they need to be. They need to figure out exactly what it is that they want and then speak up and share that between the two of you in order for things to work out between this. If it's business related, speak up for what you want. Point out your positive assets. It's okay to kind of talk about, talk yourself up and be positive about yourself, but also to be mindful about what you say, because sometimes if you speak too much, it can come back to bite you in the ass if this is a business related type endeavor, because I don't know why, I just got the feeling to just say that for a select few of you. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and thank you guys so much for sharing out my videos. You guys are truly amazing and wonderful. I love you guys, and I will see you next video. Have a blessed one.